everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Texans going up against the Patriots. So let's get you up to Foxborough as we check in with our commentators.
All right, Larry, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Tonight, we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Houston Texans and the New England Patriots. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's the option going right. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Here's Sims. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Fresh set of downs here.
When I watch a run like that, I always think of DeMarco Murray, the Oklahoma version of DeMarco Murray back in college, because he could do it all. Run, catch, return game. His only problem was staying healthy. That was my worry about him coming into the league. And when he has been healthy in the NFL, he's been one of the top backs in the game.
He was healthy on that run. 65 touchdowns, by the way, setting a record while he was at Oklahoma. Now a second down run for Murray. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Pretty good. Sets up a 3rd and 1. Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain. 3rd down. Now Sims. And finding Fedorowicz. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And he puts it through. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Come on, let's go.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. And the on play action, it's Brady. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The rookie from Clemson, Kevin Dodd, in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Let's see, the defense might bring some added pressure as the offense is dealing with a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. They will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that if they were able to do that, it would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan, fine-tuned before they put it into effect in the game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
Vince Wilfork is a terrific player. The first thing you notice, obviously, is his size. But his agility will surprise you. He can play defensive end as well as hold down the middle as a defensive tackle.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So now on 4th down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the patch 3. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They slot Gronkowski outright. Now a play fake. Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, he finds big 87.
Brady gives now to Blunt. And he's across the 40 for the extra yards to the 43. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball toward back.
2nd down following the run. They come out here in the eye. They'll run again with Blunt. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it here with Blunt. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Dancing to his left. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Brandon, you know, we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
You were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And a gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
Well, now they'll try the end around. Down to the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. See if They stay on the ground for second down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. This will be caught inside the 10. 15 yards there for number 15.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
55, 63,
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
They come out here in the eye. So second and goal here from the 9. Here's Blunt. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's third and goal. On play action, now Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by K.J. Dillon, the rookie. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out comes Houston. Another pistol look here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And got his man complete. A pickup there of 37. And it'll give the Texans a first down. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's no quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end. But I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down. So they're operating in the red zone. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. It's their quarterback on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans will extend their lead. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. Danny Amendola on the return. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He was looking for Julian Edelman that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And they're going to speed things up here.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Here's Sims. And that'll be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's third and short. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Now Sims. And Sims lost it. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the